Hello and welcome to Tungsten Tales. My name's Mackenzie Cadman and here we are previewing every first round game of the William Hill World Darts Championship with Macy Ace, Chris Mason. Third game on Monday the 18th, we see Daryl Gurney take on Ronny Huybrechts. Gurney's played so well this year, but it's slowed down now, in my opinion. I don't know what's happened. Ronny could catch him out because I think Ronny's a big killer. He plays the big players and sometimes he just pulls out the bag, and when he gets his chances he hits them. He doesn't miss them a lot. If Gurney's not on his game, he's going to struggle.
Yeah, Gurney's very frustrating to watch, and certainly I'm finding it more and more frustrating with players that have not necessarily you know, like a coach, which I think we're coming to that stage now where players are going to need coaches, you know, and they don't necessarily have to have been dart players. What they have to know about is what their player's doing and spend enough time with them to know. So I watched Daryl Gurney, right? Within 12 darts, I know what's going on. As soon as that first dart starts going low, he will stick there and he will stick there and he will stick there. And madness is only if you keep doing it over and over again. And what he then does is he frustrates himself. So then he'll try working around that first dart. All it takes is for listen, darts now has so many breaks, right? 5 legs or 1 set, whatever else. Go out the back and say, right, Daryl, we've talked about this in practice. Pick a tiny little spot above that red bit, just start going for that. I'd rather you hit tons than 60s, or get fallouts, or you know, frustratingly switch down to the 57 and not hit it. Or if you're going to put that first dart in there, switch straight away. I mean, that kid has got so much talent. He's got a lot of talent. It's ridiculous, but he doesn't have. He can't reinvent himself on the fly. You know, you watch Taylor. You watch Taylor, Taylor's hard to gamble with in 180s because some days, if he's not feeling the 180s, he'll hit more 177s and 174s than anybody on the planet because he's not feeling it. So he makes adjustments on the fly. And as a professional sportsman, that's imperative. And I think that's where a coach will come in. You'll see Taylor when he's playing a match. He's constantly looking over to his left-hand side, right? And he's telling him what's going on, right? And you know, that's what someone like, for me, Gurney needs. He doesn't, you know, it's all right having someone behind you that gives you all the support, whether it be financially or emotionally. You know, this is a sport. You need someone who recognises things quick and can act and just give you a little message. No different to a boxing coach. You know, it's very rare you'll have a fighter come into a corner. You'll get instructions straight away, or instructions from ringside. I know that's virtually impossible in darts because of the noise and the environment we play in, but with the amount of breaks, I don't think there's any rule in place saying that you can't converse with management or team. And for me, that's what's holding Gurney back. The Grand Prix of those is a major and it's a great tournament. Once Michael Van Gerwen goes out, there was no Phil Taylor. Wide open, it's double start. Trust me, double start is an absolute. Any can win. Anybody can win it. We've seen it over the years. Calaby beating Taylor, Adrian Gray beating Taylor. You know, John Henderson beating MVG. The list is endless. So for me, I can't read too much into that. But prior to that, he played great in the World Series events. He had a great match play. He's won Pro Tours. Absolutely talented. But he's a player that needs to learn. You know, if I was looking after a player and the mental side of it, you tell him, look, I don't want you to think too much. You know, what I want you to do is think enough to try, but I don't want to think yourself out of it, which you can do. It's really complicated. You know, that's why players who just almost like robots are the best players. You know, it's no secret that, you know, the best player in the world probably, you know, hasn't got an IQ over 50. You know what I mean? But that's to their advantage. You know, it's like snooker players. You know, you see the ones who just sit down and play the shots. It's great. You know, they don't overthink the game.
Speed they do it in as
Exactly. And for me, you know, you just think with Gurney, unless someone gets him quick, you know, he could quickly go off that way instead of going that way. That's just my opinion. I think he's massively talented.
So the question is, can Ronny Huybrechts beat him and get into the second round?
No, I can't. No, Ronny doesn't play enough darts. He doesn't play enough TV darts. He's another one that gets up there and it all looks a little bit too laboured. Oh God, I've got to do this all over again. You know, I'd rather see, you know, the Joe Cullens of this world, and you know, the ones that, you know, no doubt he goes out there with a bit of passion, but he's another player that seems almost content to loiter around those lower rankings and I'll just take my money, thanks. And if it happens for me, it happens to me. I want to see passion up there. You know, I'd love, you know, you ask any players from yesteryear, they'd love this opportunity to play in this environment, in those conditions for that kind of money. But no, I think Gurney runs out a very comfortable winner.
There we go. Gurney to get into the second round with a few things to change. Stay tuned here at Tungsten Tales in association with Windmill Darts for all post-match interviews with the players and any live updates at the William Hill World Darts Championship.